Welcome back. We are learning from various sources, including the Associated Press, that former President Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, has pleaded not guilty to 34 counts of falsifying business records. We do know that the former president right now is in the Manhattan Criminal Courthouse in lower part of New York. You're looking at footage right now of the president exiting through a door. He was scheduled to be arraigned. He was scheduled to plead not guilty. And later today, he's scheduled to return to Florida to his Mar-a-Lago estate and provide some sort of statement and potentially a press conference here. It's not quite clear all of the counts that he has been charged with. That indictment has not been made public, though there are folks in the courtroom, no cameras inside the courtroom, but we do have a reporter outside the court in Lower Manhattan, Annmaire Hordern, joining us right now. I believe she's ready to go here. Annmaire, what do we know? What's happening right now?
All we know is that the former president has pled not guilty, as expected, to 34 counts, and this is for falsifying business records. We do not know the details, though. We are still waiting for that. Remember, leading up to this, the indictment has been under seal, and the indictment will first be read to Trump's lawyers so they can understand how he will plead, and then read to Trump as well. And now we are slowly going to be learning them. But all we know right now is that he's pled not guilty, 34 counts of falsifying business records. Some things that we do know to look ahead to is, one, once we get the details, we will then hear from the Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. He will be giving a press conference here in New York City. And then, of course, the former president will be giving a primetime address, but from Florida. He'll be leaving Lower Manhattan and he'll be going back to his home in Florida at Mar-a-Lago. He'll be giving a primetime address where he's likely going to talk about all of this, as well as why he should be the Republican candidate for 2024. Remember, this is not just a former president. This is also a Republican presidential candidate.
And so, Annmaire, like you said, there's still a lot of questions. But what we do know now is that Trump pleads not guilty to 34 counts of falsifying business records. That is according to reporting from the New York Times. How did the scene change on the ground following that news?
Well, I think at the moment there's still a lot of people here unsure exactly what we're seeing in real time on our phones and through the Bloomberg terminal. But nothing has changed dramatically. I would say you still have a number of protesters here that are in support of the president, and then you have those that are coming out in support of the charges and really against Trump and his Make America Great Again campaign. What we do know behind the scenes is that the Trump campaign is making a lot of money off of this. North of $8 million was the latest tally I've seen from the head of their campaign, as well as they are now putting out a T-shirt you can buy with a mugshot of the former president. Remember, the president did not take a mugshot today. That was a debate going into this, and they decided that was not going to happen for the former president. But they are certainly campaigning off of this, and that's not going to stop.